I'm honestly tired of reading. Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. This is your first time on my channel, welcome for the first time. If this is your first time, welcome back. Okay, let's get into today. Honestly on a high. I want to rant. I just want to talk. I just want to get something off my chest. I was actually reading a book and like this video just came into my head and I was like, you know what, I have to rant, I have to talk about this. I was already like talking to nobody about it and I was like, you know that type of thing where you're reading a book and you just put the book down and you just rant. You're just ranting to nobody in particular, you're just ranting. That's what I was doing. I was like, you know what, I could actually do a video on this. So let's get into it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you want to be part of the fam. If you've watched a couple of my Bookmas videos and you still haven't subscribed, why? Subscribe and turn on post notifications. Let's get into it. I honestly and genuinely feel like a lot of authors are writing the exact same thing with different characters, different names, different locations. And I am sick of it. Honestly, sick of it. I don't think I've ever been a very huge fan of or a huge romance book girly, but I think I just picked up a random romance novel and I discovered that world of books and I just started reading. I've been reading a whole lot of romance books for a while now, and when I tell you that there are only few of them that actually stand out. I'm the type of person that I look for very deep, poetic, lyrical, literature-ish type of, like, let there be a literature feel to the book that you're writing and what I'm reading. I want to be something that I would carry with me almost everywhere I go. I want it to be something that could be in my head. I want it to be something that when I see quotes of that book anywhere else, I would feel it and still feel like I'm in the book. I want it to feel real. I want it to be real, realistic, just a little bit of delusion. But these authors are not doing that. They are not understanding the assignments. It's very, very annoying how predictable some of these books are getting. I'm currently reading one book by an author that I really, really love, but it's starting to feel like every other author's type of book. If the male character is not grumpy, it's the female character. If there is no one bed trope, it's maybe forced proximity. If it's not forced proximity, it's a marriage that they cannot annul or something they cannot. It's tiring. It's starting to get tiring. We need unique storylines, unique characters, unique things. It's just annoying. Why every female character or every male character has to be this? Everybody's writing the same thing. It's small town romance or it's a single dad and a nanny. There has to be something unique about this. Like all these tropes, I know they are popular, I know people love them, but like write them differently. Like stop writing the exact same thing, rinse and repeat different character names. It's annoying. I want to read books that feel like I'm reading books. I don't want to read books that feel like fan fiction type of things or feel like things that should just be on where would I don't even know how to express myself so well. I just feel like a lot of these books are the same. Honestly, the same. You know the saddest thing? They rave about the book. I don't even read hyped books. Like once it's hyped, count me out. It's not pride or anything. I just feel like the way I would place that book and the way it would deliver would be so far off. So far off. And the few that I've read, that was 100% right. The hype was not with the book at all. It wasn't worth it. This is why I tend to move towards literary fiction. I know people might be like, oh, if it's the same thing, then stop reading it. Maybe I should, but I honestly still feel like authors should write something different. There are only few authors or few romance authors that would write a story and it wouldn't sound like something I've read somewhere before. I don't know, all these tropes, all these scenes, they feel repeated. Like it doesn't feel like there's a uniqueness to the books. It doesn't feel like there's a, you know, personalization to it. Like it just feels like the only difference in these books are the name of the authors and the name of the characters. I'm very sorry. I am very, very sorry. You know the most annoying thing is that sometimes some of these tropes are not even done well, especially enemies to lovers. A lot of times it's more like frenemies to lovers. Like they are supposed to be enemies. This is why I limit enemies to lovers to fantasy novels. They do it so well. They depict it so well. I feel like that's why I even like fantasy novels to an extent more than regular romance novels, because there's this depth to the writing, especially if it has a bit more character than someone someone who is, I don't know how to put it. They give me that feel of actually reading real literature. I want something that we can sit and discuss and deliberate. Think about the actions so characters have taken. You know, something that I would be excited to talk about when it comes to book club, when it comes to, you know, not something that is very predictable. Let there be twists, let there be turns, let there be heartbreak, let there be depth to the writing. I'm tired of surface level books, and the thing is, a lot of these books are the ones that are very popular and they are everywhere. The other ones, I can't even find them. I don't even know if they exist. I don't know where they exist. I don't know where they are. I don't know the authors that wrote them. And I really wish people would bring up those books more into my face so I can discover them. I've only discovered very few, and a lot of these authors don't write so much. They don't write a lot. They take so much time, and I understand. It's probably because of how deep the writing is or how much it took from them. I understand, but we need more authors. I just feel like every time I would think of romance books, there is a particular standard that I have in my head, and I feel like the love in the book should be poetic. So it's sense that when you think of it, it's not just romance books. It's now a love story. Do you understand? I just feel like I need a sense of this is a love story and this is not just a regular romance novel. I feel like there is just a whole lot of regular romance novel in saturation, like it's everywhere. People are talking about those type of books. That's what people are reading. That's what everybody's saying. But I really need books that are more of love stories. So that is just the essence of this rant. That's why I just had to sit here and talk for a few minutes. But yeah, if you also feel the same way about me, let me know in the comment section. If there are books that you've read that actually feel like love stories, I would really appreciate if you would leave them in the comment section, because I really love reading books that feel more like literature, books that feel like I can sit down and talk to people, books that I could just be having a very normal day and I would just remember it, and it's either I smile or I just have a deep sense of, wow, this actually really happened. And I would really love those type of books. I want those type of books in my collection, not the and she released a breath she didn't hold. And oh my god, before we even finish, I also want to talk about how a lot of authors keep using the same line for almost every single person. You see what I'm saying? That it feels like everybody's writing the same thing, same scenes. If the guy is not, his hand is not on the door, if he's smirking, he smiled and he didn't know he smiled. There's just so many terms in books that I feel like in real life it doesn't make any sense. And I know it's fiction and it's not supposed to make sense, but it's just a little bit overdone, a little bit too delusional. Like, you guys, come on. And the thing is, I feel like if I had in just one book it would be nice, but everybody's in the same line. He growled, he done so many things that I've never even seen in real life. Like, you should be adding a bit of what human beings do to these books, okay? Enough with the delusion. Let there be depth to the writings and let there be a bit of realness to them. I know they're fiction, but please, all this unrealistic type of things, that let's leave them for K-drama. I'm supposed to read books and feel that they're real, feel attached to them, and fall in love with words on paper, not rolling my eyes every 20 seconds. Some of these tropes don't even make any sense. One is the marriage of convenience. In some situations it does. In some other situations, not the marriage of convenience I'm talking about is the one that you guys are drunk, you ended up getting married. I've never been drunk before. I don't know what it feels like to be drunk, but I don't think you would get married drunk. I do not believe that you would be drunk, you would get married, you don't know you're drunk. And the craziest thing is you now decide to stay married. As much as I want to see the reason and be delusional with you guys, it's not enough reason. A lot of times, the reasons are not enough. No. Another trope is the second chance romance. I am not a huge fan of second chance romance. I think I've said this before. I do not like second chance romance. I just feel like if it's a second chance romance, this is where the love story comes in, and I need books that would do that. Not the regular shregular. I'm not an author. I don't know how to write, but I feel like as a reader, I need to be able to enjoy what I'm reading. So you guys need to sit up and do better. I'm sorry, we can't just be reading the whole same thing with different, authors. Like, we need something that be worth my time, worth my while. I'm tired of reading 3-star books, 2-star books, even 4-star books. I want my books to feel 5 stars. Like, that's why I read. I want to feel it deep down inside. Yeah, I think I've said enough. Either you're annoyed by me or you're not, or you feel the same way. If there are other opinions that I didn't talk about in this video, you can also mention in the comment section. I just pray that you don't drag me. Well, I don't have a lot of subscribers, so I don't think a lot of people will see this video to be able to drag me. But yeah, those are just my opinions, and that's why I'm a bit tired of reading at this point. I am exploring different genres, but I just feel like it just had to be said. I still want to enjoy romance novels, but I don't just want them to feel like regular romance novels that have no depth and no full, you know, emotional stop to them. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm really scared to put this out because I don't want anybody to drag me. That's just how I feel at this moment, okay? I've just been reading a lot of books that are just the same, honestly the same. So yeah, I do hope you enjoyed watching this video, even if you might be angry at me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Also like this video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, please just leave. Don't report my channel, please. And I do hope to see you in my next video. I hope you love me enough to stay around. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.